Alright guys, so I'm outside in my backyard on my patio, and I want to show you the Blackbeard Fire Starter. And so this is what it looks like. Well, this is what it looks like. It comes in this shrink wrap package here. I think that's useful to kind of just keep it all together. But this is what it looks like. So it's doesn't have any chemical smell. Looks like there's a little bit of waxy substance here, but it's not getting on my hands. It looks like there's three, let me see if I can get into this camera here. There's three major strands, three big strands, and each strand has one smaller piece in there, or like 12 smaller pieces, I'm sorry. And so I counted them, and there were like 12, right, in each big strand. So one of the things that I want to do that I haven't seen anybody else do is I want to get one of these strands and I want to just light it and just see how long it goes. So I'm just going to break it apart. So let me see if I can get it in the camera here. I'm having trouble. Alright, so you can see there's three strands here. And what I want to do is I want to just get one of these and I want to light it for the remainder of the so anyway, so there we go. So a lot there. But I want to light it for the remainder of this video and see how long it goes. Alright, so I'm just going to light it with a regular lighter there. Alright, I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to start my timer and see how long that burns. Alright, so one of the things you always see in the videos, Blackbeard videos, is they wind up like dumping it in water, right? And so I don't think, you know, they normally just dump it. Here's my red Solo cup, right? And they dump it like that, and they let it float around in water, and I don't think that's normal, right? I think, you know, if you are, maybe what's probably a little bit more normal is you fall in a river or you get drenched, you know, and, you know, with rain or whatever. But anyway, they always do that, and it's partly just to show that it can still be lit. So I would recommend just keeping it in this plastic here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut a little piece. Haven't been treating my Mora very nice. All right, and so what you always see them doing, and all these little pieces here, what you always see them doing after they get it wet is they get it in their hands and kind of do this a little bit with it, and you can see how much it's kind of just sponged up a little bit. And so they just do that, and I think you always should have a big lighter. I know they always light it with a fire still. It's one of the ones that I got a while back from Survival Hacks. But anyway, you can see I've just kind of worn off a little bit here. They do it just to show you that you can easily start it with a spark, even though it's been lit with, or not lit, but has been drenched in water, right? So wow, so that was pretty cool, right? So again, you've got that going, and that was just a little piece of, you know, if you look at that, it's just that little piece. The Mora didn't even cut it all the way through there, but that's not a lot. And you can see how that's burning and how that would get you what you need in an emergency when you need a fire, right? I think everybody needs to learn how to build a fire just with the tinder and the kindling and all that kind of stuff. But if you were ever in an emergency situation where you needed a fire quick and you needed to make, you know, you needed it, this is, you know, you really want to have something like this inside of your fire kit. Yeah, I think it's really well worth it. And I'm an affiliate for Blackbeard Fire Starter. I'm not an affiliate for things that I don't believe in, and you can see that this stuff works. It's crazy how it goes. Now, of course, you know, let me see if I can do it. They always do that in the show. I said I wasn't going to do it, but here I am. I'm going to do it. There you go. That's crazy, man. So there you go. I said I wasn't going to do it, and then here I am doing it. But I just, you know, just so that you can see that it still is going even on top of the water. So that's crazy. All right, so we got that, and we still have this thing going here. You can see that it's still going. I'm gonna get out my, you can see that it's still going. So I'm really surprised about this right here. I think that is, I think you can do a lot more with that. And my mind is starting to go on how you can use that in other ways. Anyway, I think this is a very valuable fire starter for any fire kit that you have out there. It's like I said, I would keep it in the plastic, and that helps to keep it waterproof, but it helps to keep it all together. Although, you know, the strands did come apart, the big strands, but the little strands didn't come apart until I started pulling them apart from each other. So when you think about it, that's a lot of fire starter right there. A lot of fire starter with just one of these. So anyway, all right, this thing is starting to wind down, but it's still going, and I'm at the 4.5 minute mark. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I am really impressed with the Blackbeard Fire Starter and what it can do. And again, like I said, I think everybody needs one or two in their emergency kits, in their fire kits. I think it just makes a lot of sense. You can start it with, I mean, again, I recommend you always have, you know, a Bic lighter with you. But even if you have the fire steel, you saw how easy that started up. And that was a fire steel that is kind of a new one. I really haven't scraped off a lot of the metal on it yet. All right, here we're getting to the end here. I think that sucker went for over 5 minutes. It's approaching the 5.5 minute mark. That's crazy. Still going. So you wonder what else you can use that for, you know? And other ways when you're thinking about fire and why you would need fire, maybe at a campsite or in an emergency situation, maybe for lighting in some way. Still going. About out. It almost went about, well, it's still going. Let's see if it hits 6 minutes. The coals are still there, but just almost right under 6 minutes. All right, guys, that's it for the Blackbeard Fire Starter. Again, I am an affiliate for it. I think that you should check it out. And if you go to Blackbeard Fire Starter and you type in the code PREPPER, you'll get 10% off. And I have a link in the description that you can go right to it and get there. Thanks for watching.